Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. About 6 months ago I decided to go fully digital and sold a lot of my analog gear, my amps, pedals, etc. and got myself this Kemper Stage Profiler and the Kemper Power Kabinet to go with it. Back then I posted this video over here where I talked about my first impressions on the Kemper, but also explained my reasons for going from analog to digital. Now that I have more experience with it, both live and in the studio, I would just like to share my thoughts with you guys, show you how I've been using it, but also discuss whether I'm still happy with my decision to go for a Kemper. Soon after I posted the first impressions video, I got myself a couple of those Mission expression pedals. The model is EP1-KP. It's one of their most popular pedals. The way I've got them set up is that one is always assigned as a volume pedal, while the other one switches between being a wah pedal or a morph pedal. And if I like, I could actually set it up as a whammy pedal as well. And this is really easy to set up. All you need is a TRS cable, one TRS cable that goes from the pedal to the Kemper, and the volume pedal goes into pedal slot number 1, while the other pedal goes into slot number 3. Morphing is a really cool option to have, and the way it works is that we can save 2 different variations of the same preset on, let's say, channel number 1 here. We've got 2 slots where we can save 2 different variations. So the first slot would just be your regular settings, and let's say if we're using a tremolo, you could increase the intensity a little bit on the second slot, and then you can use the morph pedal to morph between more or less intensity, and this is a really cool way to use effects in a very expressive way. I've been using the Kemper a lot in the studio, both playing for other people and recording my own music. And if you're a regular viewer of this channel, or if you follow me on Instagram, you have heard me playing through the Kemper a lot over the past 6 months. The Kemper is a perfect studio tool, and the main reason for why I went for the stage version as opposed to the toaster or the rack unit is that it's way more portable and way easier to carry around for recording sessions. I actually did a really cool session the other day where we basically recorded a full band live, everyone playing in the same room, which can be quite tricky because there's a lot of bleeding going on. So we had 2 vocal mics, we had acoustic guitar, double bass, drums, a Hammond and my electric going through the Kemper directly to the console, which was super handy because there would be no bleed coming from the electric guitar into any of the mics. And I messed up a couple of times, so it was super easy for me just to punch in and get that fixed, and we managed to do some overdubs, etc. So I'm super happy with how that all worked out. When I record using the Kemper, I usually go for preamps that add very little color to the signal, and I put the gain on the preamps all the way down. I usually record in stereo, especially if I'm using stereo effects, but you can also assign the main outputs to mono if that's what you need for a session. And if you're enjoying this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, as that really helps out with the algorithm. I haven't been playing a lot of gigs lately, but I've done a few, and I've had the chance to try playing the Kemper and the Power Kabinet on stage with a full band. I love how I can set up different sounds for different songs, or different guitars, different amps for different songs, but I can also use the same device for both bass and guitar. I played a gig with my good friend Ragnar Olason the other day and his solo band, and I played both guitar and bass on the night, and I played everything through the Kemper. While playing with a full band, the Power Kabinet was not working as well well as I had hoped for, and I needed to ask the sound engineer to send me quite a lot of guitar into my monitor. Maybe it has to do with placement as well, because the power cabinet was on the floor right next to me. I probably should have put it a little bit further away, but it was a small stage, so there wasn't much room to move it further away. So maybe if I play in that same venue again, I might try to put it on an amp stand or something like that. What cabinets are you guys using? Are you using the power cabinet or are you using something else? Please let me know in the comments below. But there's one thing that has made the Kemper an even better live and studio tool, and that is the iPhone Rig Manager app. Up until recently, the Rig Manager has only been available in a desktop version, but now you can basically just download it onto your phone, then you can hook the phone up to the Kemper and control or adjust your presets and your effects just using the app. So no need to bring a laptop to a gig or to hunch over the pedal board during soundcheck. But generally speaking, I've had a great experience using the Kemper over the past 6 months, and I'm very happy that I made the move. I'll definitely keep using it, but I might also get myself a small amp and some pedals to have on the side for smaller gigs. But let's talk about profiles. I have mainly been using Michael Britt profiles since I first got the Kemper. I got one of his packs early on and I was just super impressed with it. And since then I've actually bought most of his profiles already. But here are a few of my favorites. So my favorite Strat profile is that 72 Marshall by Michael Britt. And my favorite Tele profile is that Dr. Z or C Script, really nice sort of twangy, mid-rangey sounding profile. Great for slide. And my favorite Les Paul profile is that Morgan MVP, really nice, warm sounding. It will be really interesting to hear what profiles you guys are using and just to hear sort of what you recommend. But you can see that I've got my bass 6 here. And I'm playing it through a guitar profile, the Morgan PT12. And I think it just sounds perfect. But the big question is this a guitar or is it a bass? Click on this video here and you'll find out. I will see you over there. Thank you for watching.